women sprinkled here and there.
Right, right.
And but that's only because they've been put in a situation where they have to.
Right. And basically, what KS is saying is the 80% right now, the 80% of men that's running things can maintain the rest of the men, the 20% that's not running things, and when they die, they can teach these men to run those things. If all men were to disappear right now, and those 20% of women kept running what they were doing, they cannot maintain 80% of women that's not running things. They can't even teach them, so they will die off.
Because if it's 80% men and 20% women in those jobs, and that keep this place functioning, in those types of jobs, you can't take 20% of something and expect to cover that 20 and 80% that you are available to do at that time.
Right, they'll start dying off. But it's just true that women cannot survive without men. That is in no type of facility, whether it be us or whether it be the animal kingdom. They can't survive without men. But in this society, they have stupid shit like that'll get them attention, but they don't know a goddamn thing.
Don't get nothing wrong with that when you become a motherfucking nuke.
Right.
Get you one of them cherries blasting your ass.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
But you don't realize it until it's on your head.
Right.
Isaiah 65, verse 14. It says, "Behold, my servant shall sing for joy of heart, and he shall cry for sorrow of heart, and shall howl for vexation of spirit."
Right. His servant. The servants of the Lord, the hopeful elect, man. We gonna be good in that day. Why? Because you gonna keep storing up your goods, and we gonna come and get them. Why? Because the Lord is just gonna have something happen to you when you store up the right amount of goods for His servants to come and get. That's what's gonna happen.
You scroll back up to verse 12. It says, "Therefore actually verse 11. Ye are they that forsake the Lord, that forget my holy mountain, that prepare a table for that truth, and that furnish the drink offering unto that number."
Right, and that's talking about you Israelites that know you Israelites. You preparing a table for that truth. You preparing a table for Esau to come in and start going at Jake, man. That also goes to you fake pastors and preachers, man.
Part of that is telling the congregation to take the vaccine.
Right. That's part of it. You saying that God loves everybody? Guess what? You part of the ones that's setting it up for that truth. You're not warning the people, because you're supposed to be. One, the Lord said, "Go out on the highways and hedges." Two, He said, "Let my people know who they are." You so-called Negroes, Indians, Latinos are the children of Israel. Three, He told you to warn my people. In other words, the rest of the nations is against it, especially Esau, the so-called white man. They're against you.
If I may say this too, I mean, IUIC, it's been reported, from brothers that's been, in your congregation, in your organization, that y'all don't make it easy to hide the men of the Lord. Y'all basically y'all have a database storage system where y'all basically
put all their information
in,
so Esau can get it.
Yes.
It says, reading on, it says, "Therefore will I number you to the sword, and ye shall all bow down to the slaughter, because when I called, ye did not answer. When I spake, ye did not hear."
All these people, all you jakes that walk past like them stupid bitches, because a lot of bitches gonna get killed. Like them stupid bitches that say, "Oh, don't look," and start cracking up and shit. Like we the crazy, And a lot of these.
Because we say this, before there be a white bitch here today, it's gonna be another black bitch.
Yep.
A lot of you black bitches gonna get taken.
Yep.
It's gonna happen though.
Right.
And when it takes place, you don't know.
Yep.
You wanna know why? Because if there's any black bitches in your vicinity, they're gonna be in tears.
Yep.
Like Aaliyah died again.
Right.
And I'm not trying to make that as mockery. I'm being real.
Yeah, for real, man.
Yep.
Yep.
Shit like that, you know.
Rock the boat and tipped over.
Yeah, that motherfucker that slipped.
Yep. Shit.
You know.
It says, but did evil before mine eyes, and choose that wherein I delight not. This is the church. The word church goes back to the Hebrew word koar, which means to call. So we're making the calling right now to the church that is within the church of who you call Jesus Christ, which is one name of Jehovah Shai.
Two or three are gathered in his name, the Lord is present.
Yeah, so this is the church. So we represent the calling of the children of Israel. And the children of Israel, if you're not on this sign, basically you're not one of the sons of Israel. That's the calling. That's right. That's right. What you want? You want us to read these scriptures for you? Devil means deceiver.
Liar.
So this image is a lie.
Yeah.
The horns is there. It's not a lie according to the Bible, and it comes from a painting of this man right here. But that's not the description that it says in the Bible, and that's why these verses are here. Just in case you walking past, oh, why you got horns on Jesus? No, this image is
no, that's not what he looked like.
Yeah.
That's a lie.
Exactly. This image is a lie.
Jesus is the Son of God.
Yeah.
Jesus is the Son of God.
What, this Jesus?
Jesus is the
This
real
Jesus?
God.
This Jesus?
Jesus Christ is
Is
the
it
real
this
God.
Jesus?
He's not a devil.
That's not his name.
Jesus is a real
He
God,
don't
the
look
Son
like
of
that.
God.
He don't look like that. Talking about
Jesus
though?
is the Son of God.
But I'm asking you a question. Is this
He
the
is the
Jesus?
Father and the Son in
Can
one
you get
flesh.
another Jesus?
Was that what he
Is
looked
this
like?
the Jesus
Man, what
that
did
you're talking
Jesus
about
look
though?
like?
Jesus is alive today.
Yeah, but what does he look like?
What do you know about this?
What does he look like?
A regular tan white man.
Okay,
I've
we're
heard
gonna prove
of
it.
the
Get that in
Johanneum
Revelation.
Okay.
Somebody get Daniel 10:5.
So-
Hold on, we gonna answer you in a minute because I want to answer his question because he said Jesus looked like a white man, a tanned white man. So we're gonna prove out the Bible what he looks like because this picture got horns on it and says it's the devil for a reason. The word
Jesus
devil.
is not the devil. He's the
No,
Son of
the
God.
Lord is not the devil. But this right here, the word devil means, you know what the word devil means, right?
What?
It means to deceive. It means lie. It means a lie or a deceit.
Jesus
This image,
didn't come
this,
to deceive anybody. He came
yeah,
to
but
give
this
his life
image,
after
this
death.
image has
This is a
deceived
deception.
you.
When you say
Right,
Jesus,
right,
hold on.
right.
Well, there's no J's in the Hebrew language. Before we get to the
Yeshua.
Yeah.
Yahweh.
Okay, so
Yeah.
let's say you got the Yah right? Let's say that's his name. That when you say Jesus, when you say Yahweh, people don't think about this, and that catches them off guard. The average Christian
Yeshua.
Right.
individual, right? But when they
It's
hear
not
that,
about what denomination.
no, it's
Christ follows.
about it's about the spirit that you incite when you speak the name. If that's not his name, and that's not how he looks, when you're calling that name, right, and that's not
Yahweh
his
is his
name,
name.
you're offended. That's
Yeah,
not his name.
but we gonna get into his image first, and then if the Lord permits, we'll get
Jesus
into
is
his
the
name.
Son of God.
Now we're gonna prove that
Jesus
the
is
Lord.
the real
We're gonna prove that he doesn't look like this. That's what we're dealing with right now. He doesn't look like
Why
this.
waste your time on an argument like that?
Because it's in the Bible. The truth.
Jesus
We
is
gotta
the Son of God.
defend the truth.
What
So that's why.
what nationality was so-called Jesus? A Jew, right?
What?
I'm asking. Jesus is so-called Jew, right?
He was of Jewish descent, yeah.
Right.
Okay,
No,
so
he
therefore,
was-
if he didn't look like
Yeah.
this, and if the scriptures tell of a different way that he looked and
He
what the
wasn't
world
a pale
says,
white man,
and
he
that
was
says,
he
and that
was a
says
Middle
that the
Eastern.
Jews that's over there
And
in
his
Atlanta are not the real
Right, but
He
those
took in a lot of sunlight. He was a little dark.
what is it, Jeremiah?
He took in a lot of sunlight, it was a little dark.
This is Revelation, chapter 1.
I'm just saying,
verse
Yeah, I never
13.
seen anybody turn dark skin for being up.
Right.
That's
You're wasting your time on the wrong
Hold on,
argument.
y'all. Go ahead, read that.
Revelation chapter 1, verse 13. And in the midst of the seven candlesticks unto light on the Son of Man,
Hold on, slow down, just read slow.
clothed with the girdle, clothed with a
Start
garment.
back at the beginning.
And in the midst of the seven candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man.
One like unto the Son of Man. That's talking about Jesus, right? Read it again.
And in the midst of the seven candlesticks, one like unto the Son of
One
Man.
like unto the Son of Man. That's talking about Jesus,
See,
right?
he looked like a tan white.
No. But this is
What
talking
did he
about
look
Jesus,
like to
right?
you?
This is talking about Jesus, right? This is talking about Jesus.
The Son of God.
Yeah. Okay, keep going.
Clothed with foot,
Uh-huh.
and a girt about the paps with a golden
He
girdle.
was wearing a garment similar to the garments that we wear. And he had a golden belt on. Go ahead.
His head and his hairs.
Wait. Go ahead, read that.
His head and his hairs were white like wool,
White like wool, white in color, woolly in texture.
as white as snow.
Uh-huh.
And his eyes were like a flame of
So
fire.
he drank wine. Go ahead.
And his feet.
Wait. What's the color of brass? The color of brass is like the color of copper. The color of copper is brown.
Why do you have this picture on it?
You can read it. Go ahead, read the rest of
Why
it.
do you got 666 on his forehead and horns on it?
Because it's a lie, and it represents the lie of the devil. Go ahead.
And his feet like unto fine brass, as if they were burned in a
Right,
furnace.
and his feet, your feet is the same color as the rest of your body, right? Read it again.
So what are you arguing? Spending all this time
We're
arguing
trying to
instead
get
of
you-
preaching
Because
the
we're
gospel.
trying to get
This
you
is
to
the
understand the
gospel.
color of the Lord.
That we're the real Israelites.
Yeah.
That this image that
Right.
y'all put up is an abomination.
I
of
didn't
blasphemy.
put up that image.
Right, but we're
Right.
trying to get you to understand. We're trying. Hold on, Akim. Hold on. We're trying to get you to. We're trying to get you to understand that this is not the color of Jesus. He
Jesus is
actually
alive
was a-
today. Do you believe that?
Of course.
He came back. I
Right,
know.
but if he came back, would you recognize it? Because we
Resurrection is
reading
past
right now.
already, brother.
Right now, what we're reading is
It's
the
almost
color
all the faith
of
of
Jesus.
Jesus became
I
color
was,
of
flesh, dwelling
Jesus.
I
among
was
us.
recreated by God myself.
You're
Of course,
right.
we all were.
Rothschild,
But guess
I
what?
believe.
The Lord looks like something. He
You know
came in this
David
world, he looked
Rothschild?
like something. Can you read that again?
And his feet like unto fine brass, as if they were burned in a
His
furnace.
feet like unto fine brass as if they were burned in a furnace. He wasn't Middle Eastern. He would look like a Negro. He would look like a so-called
He's
black
alive
man.
today and he's not black. I've
Yes,
seen
he's black. Read it
Where you
again.
see him
So
at?
you're
His feet like
so
unto
hey,
fine
where you see
brass,
him?
as if they were
arguments
burned
just
in a
prove that you
furnace.
think
No, but we're reading out the Bible. You believe in the Bible, right? Because this is where you learn Jesus is in the
it's
Bible,
not
right?
saying he's black.
Read
It's
it
not.
again.
And his feet like unto fine brass, as if they were burned in a furnace.
His feet like unto fine brass as if they were burned in the furnace. Can you get what is it, Daniel 10 and 5?
I got Jeremiah 14 and 2.
The color of the Jews. Daniel 10 and 5 basically is going to say what he looked like, what his color looked like.
So what are you out here trying to
We're trying to prove one,
This is a lie.
right, this is a lie, and the Lord, the one you call
Yeah, you're not
Jesus,
supposed to worship pictures of him.
no, but the
You
one you
worship
call,
the real
but the one
God.
you call Jesus is a black man, though.
No, he's not.
Read that again.
He's not a
You
black
got Daniel
And
10
his
and
feet
5?
like unto fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace.
Right, unto fine brass as if they burned in a furnace. Yeah.
Look up the definition
So
for
the whole
brass.
point-
It means
Right.
You want to
literally
just
means
prove that
bronze.
Jesus is black, basically.
No, he is black. He is a so-called
He's
black
alive
man.
today and he's not black.
He's a so-called black man. Read
Wait,
that in,
wait.
read that in Daniel 10 and 5.
If he's alive today, where do you see him at? You see him, where do you see him? It's on the Grand Rapids?
I bet he's in
I've seen
Michigan.
Jesus City.
Where you see him at? Grand Rapids?
Yeah.
Where in Grand Rapids did you see Jesus?
I was trying to-
I am James, the brother of Jesus.
Okay, all
Oh,
right,
you
James.
are.
Go ahead and read that.
This is Daniel chapter
You
10,
going
verse
you going
5.
like Esau, the brother of Jacob. That's, go ahead.
Then I lifted up mine eyes and looked, and behold,
Look.
a certain man clothed in linen, whose loins were girded with the fine gold of Uphaz.
Basically, that golden Uphaz that was around his loins with that golden belt that was explained in Revelation. Go ahead.
His body also was like the beryl,
In other words, his garment was the color of beryl or light green. Go ahead.
and his face as the appearance of lightning,
Right, his face shines. Go ahead.
and his eyes as lamps of fire,
He drank wine. Go
and
ahead.
his arms and his feet like in color
His-
to polished brass.
His arms and his feet like in color to polished brass. He looked like a so-called black man. When you worship Jesus, you're worshiping a so-called black man. That is the truth. This is not God or Jesus in the Bible. He doesn't look like
this.
this.
Is to show people
Right.
what he looks like by
Right.
noticing the horns, because the horns means a liar. It means a
So
deceit.
what's more important, preaching the gospel or just trying to show it to God?
Oh, hey, we preaching the whole
They that
gospel.
worship him must worship him in spirit and in truth.
Yeah, if you want to get that,
that's what's important.
it says that in the Bible. It says, "He that worship him must worship him in spirit and in truth." So if you worship in this image, you're not worshiping in truth. If you think that he look like this, you're not worshiping him in truth. What we're getting to is this is the truth. So if you're going to worship him, you got to worship him in truth.
Right, wait, this make you consider.
Right.
This right here, this bold fact right here makes you consider that everything else that you may have learned could be wrong.
Right.
All you doing is telling everybody go back and do your research.
Right.
You're
Yeah.
not
Go
out
back.
here talking shit.
Yeah, we're not.
telling you to do your research because it's not being encouraged anywhere else.
Right. We're not reading out of a trick Bible. This is the Bible that everybody has in church.
Right.
We are actually reading out of the Holy Bible. And reading out of the Holy Bible, nobody considers that the one they ignorantly called Jesus Christ, because you gave off a list of names knowing that Jesus is not his name, but you didn't know that Jesus was a so-called black man. But it's in the Bible in several scriptures. That's why we got these scriptures here. It's in the Bible in several scriptures that he's a so-called black man, yet everybody thinks that he's a white man. Why? Because this is a lie, that the image they put up is a lie, so the rest of the things that they tell you in church is a lie. He was. But get that in Jeremiah 14 and 2. You got it?
It said he was Jew. It never said he was Jewish.
Right.
Which means like or pertaining to.
Right.
They call them Israeli because they're not Israelites. The Israeli would merely translate the present day.
Jesus is the Son of God.
Read that in
God the
Jeremiah.
Father, God the Son, and God the Holy Spirit.
Right.
I'll be praying for you.
Go ahead.
This
Let's go ahead and read
Jeremiah
that.
14 is true. Judah mourning, and the gates thereof language.
Right, Judah, the Jewish people, the ones he called Jewish, which is the tribe of Judah. Go ahead.
They are black unto the
They
ground.
are black unto the ground. So the ones you call Jews are actually the so-called Negroes. Those are the real Jews. Yes, the one you ignorantly call Jesus, he's a so-called black man. And that's why he had to walk away. Because, tears was well enough. He just found out the truth, man. And it felt bad to him.
This is Titus, chapter 1, verse 16. They profess that they know God, but in the words they deny him. Being abominable and disobedient and unto every good work.
Reprobate. Boy of judgment. Yes, this ain't Jesus. No Jesus, the one you thought was Jesus. Yes, he's a so-called black man. Now go home and cry about it.
There's another piece.
He also said he saw him in Grand Rapids. If he saw him here today, he wouldn't live us. We wouldn't even see him.
Right.
Because he would have killed me if he saw him.
Right.
He coming back. Hey, he didn't come. He's not coming back. Hey, he said he's coming back to bring a sword.
Right.
He didn't say he's coming to bring you roses and hang out with Edomites and have a couple of beers with
If he came
Esau
back, he'd be dark days.
and encourage him. Motherfucking everybody's going to know. Not just Esau. He just saw this motherfucker hanging out at Grand Rapids.
Right.
Whoever this nigga you cool now to.
Esau saw Jesus hanging out at Grand Rapids saying howdy.
That
What the
motherfucker out
fuck,
here
man?
thinking it was touchdown Jesus.
Right,
Shit, he
right.
think he got to be cooling out. That motherfucker probably giving him tithes.
Right.
Quick precept.
Good.
This is Matthew 24 and verse 25. Behold, I have told you before. Wherefore, if they shall say unto you, behold, he is in the desert, go not forth. Behold, he is in the secret chambers, believe it not. For as the lightning, all right, so just like you said, he's seen Jesus in the flesh, which you might be talking about David Rothschild.
Right.
Because, I mean, this is because we believe that Cesare Borgia is David Rothschild coming back to the incarnation. Because that was part of that top family in Spain that basically came against our strongholds, so they could regain that foothold of power.
Right.
Alright. But this is going into when Yahweh Shai comes back for the work of it says, whereas the lightning cometh out of the east and shineth even unto the west, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be.
Right. So when the Lord comes back, he's coming from the clouds, man. He's coming from the what is it? He's coming from the east. And he's gonna come out of the clouds, man.
For wheresoever the carcass is, there will the eagles be gathered together. Immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of the heaven shall be shaken. And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven, and then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn. And they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory.
Hey, you can come and talk to him, we'll prove it to you out of the Bible, man. He's a so-called black man. And we'll read scriptures to you so you can understand it.
Nah, he wants to stand that American dream. Man.
Of course. Hey.
Cognitive violence.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, Yahweh Shai is coming.
Right! Woo!
Oh yeah, they're gonna fuck around and have a helicopter on it.
Right. This is right. Yeah, we're gonna put it like this. This is Acts 1:11, which also said, "Ye men of Galilee, why stand ye gazing up into heaven? This same Yahweh Shai, which is taken up from you into heaven,